They're off in the Breeders' Cup turf. And Cabo Spirit goes out to the early lead. Farbridge is away well and out in second. Luxembourg is third. Wingspan, the filly, fourth. Then Rebels Romance on the outside. There goes Harvard is next. And behind them, Grand Sonata, Sharyar, El Encinal, and Gold Phoenix. JRB is 8 lengths off the lead, moving for the first turn. Then Rousham Park and Emily Upjohn. So they race on this first turn with Cabo Spirit leading the way through a 24.33 quarter. Rebels Romance making an early bid now. Rebels Romance right up alongside in second as Cabo Spirit kicks away quickly once again into the stretch first time around. Rebels Romance came up to him but now settles back. Farbridge is under a hard hold down on the inside. Then Wingspan, and there goes Harvard. Luxembourg is riding the rail 4 lengths from the front. Gold Phoenix is next. And then to the inside, it's Sharyar. They're followed by Grand Sonata. JRB is after that after a 48.77 half. Then El Encinal. Emily Upjohn is second last. Rousham Park is the trailer. Cabo Spirit on top. Moving into the clubhouse turn. Breeders' Cup winner. Rebels Romance is a length and a half behind. Farbridge continues to be right in behind them while covered up at the rail. There goes Harvard is next and moving on the outside. Then Wingspan, Luxembourg, Gold Phoenix, and Sharyar tour the rail. Break of another 2 to JRB inside of Grand Sonata. Then El Encinal. Emily Upjohn is second last ahead of Rousham Park. 3/4 up in 1:13.82 seconds. Cabo Spirit is the leader up the backstretch. Rebels Romance 3/4 of a length behind. Then Farbridge third to the inside. There goes Harvard is fourth. Right in behind them, Wingspan, Gold Phoenix, Luxembourg now coming under a ride while riding the rail around the far turn. Rebels Romance moving now. Rebels Romance takes the lead from Cabo Spirit as they make their way to the top of the stretch. There goes Harvard is next. Farbridge trapped in behind horses, no place to go. Then Gold Phoenix and Wingspan, and on the far outside, Rousham Park from behind, but Rebels Romance has built a big lead here. Rousham Park is cutting into it. Rebels Romance by 2. Rousham Park coming. Rebels Romance, Rousham Park. Rebels Romance, a Breeders' Cup winner again. Rousham Park was second. Sharyar was third. Then a photo between Wingspan and Gold Phoenix.
If ever a horse really embodied what the Breeders' Cup is about, the globe-trotting Rebels Romance, an early move on the turn, and he holds on with William Buick.
What a brilliant and honest horse he is. William Buick took the decision, and not for the first time riding Rebels Romance where there's no pace, to go early. I think the horse probably wanted to do a little bit too much, but he was able to let him drop his head, and he settled on the lead by turning for the straight. This initial response is so generous. He was running out of puff late on. The line came just in time. What a run from Rousham Park.
Yeah, but considering the early move that he made and that he was a little keen going into the first turn and then having to make this first move into the pace where you can see where the pace setter finishes last, this was a massive effort for this horse.
Rousham Park coming flying for Japan. He ends up second today, followed by the 3 Sharyar, another of the Japanese runners to round out your trifecta. We'll take a look overhead from the drone. So at this point, your eventual winner is second up on the lead there just to the outside, but your second place finisher, Rousham Park and Christophe Lemaire, with a line of horses in front of him to go past.
And just as inside, his compatriot Sharyar, who once again hasn't had the best of luck in the Breeders' Cup turf, and he's had to wait and switch out round Rousham Park and other horses coming back on him. Rousham Park has run a mighty race and will probably have won with another stride.
Absolutely. Look at the ground that this horse is making up, and there's no other horse in here that's making up this type of ground. And on top of that, he was quite wide coming around that final bend, so losing that ground and still managing to almost catch Rebels Romance on the line, certainly an amazing runner-up performance at 22-1. Tough luck for Emily Upjohn. I was kind of eyeing her throughout. She had one of the worst trips I've ever seen.
Brutal.
Oh my goodness.
She missed the kick. That was her doing. Frankie Dettori wasn't able to do anything other than take a position at the back of the field. But when he tried to make some ground coming to the far turn, there was never any room for him.
It was a 1.5-mile journey, but I feel like for William Buick, there were so many individual moves that went on during this race. And part of it, to Gabby's point, was Rebels Romance being a little keen. But he also knows you're over a tight course like Delmer, so I'm not going to fight him too much. I can't say it enough. I mean, I picked against him today. I picked JRB, but as soon as he walked by us, I regretted it. I looked at him, and you just knew this horse had his game face on today, and he was on the engine from the get-go. William Buick, a world-class rider, and again, with a son of Dubawi. I mean, just this sire line, they are tough as nails, such competitors. They give you their all every time, all heart, the Dubawis.
And a lot of the Dubawis get better as they get older. We were talking about English Channel earlier. It's a similar sort of pedigree, similar sort of progress. They get better as they get older. Rebels Romance, I go back to the start of 2022. When he was in Dubai, he ran twice on the dirt. Charlie Appleby had, thought of him as being a potential dirt horse for the future. But things didn't pan out, and then he went to Europe, went on the turf, just got better and better with every start. He started on the all-weather, then the turf, and ended up winning the Breeders' Cup in 2022. And here he is, after a disappointing 2023, back in the winner's enclosure at Delmer.